Well, there's always something to contend with on the farm, and there's something I didn't expect this morning. When my brother came in earlier to start the milking, he found that one of these gates was wide open. This one here, somehow that latch had flipped up, and they've managed to push this gate open. So the cattle got in on the maize clamp, which is a bit of a problem really, because they've made a right mess. Normally this would be all sheeted down on the left here with that blue sheet covering the rape meal, and these bales would be stacked around the edge to make a sort of little mini clamp, and then we'd be taking the maize out with a loader bucket on this side. But you can see what they've done, they've climbed in here and they basically gouged away at the side of the maize clamp here, making a right mess on the floor. The bales have come down, they've just basically chucked those around everywhere. Oh, and the sheet that covers the rape meal is under here. I can't even pull that up at the moment. Somehow they got the tyre caught in. Oh, flipping heck. It doesn't actually look like they've eaten that much rape meal. You can see there should be bales at the back there and all down the side, so it's a right mess. I've got to blooming clean this up this morning. Could have been worse, I suppose. They could have been in here and eaten all the rape meal and had bloat or something and made a right disaster. The other thing I have noticed is that there's a cow with a cut foot, cut leg, and I think what it is normally this loader bucket was down. I've just moved it out the way, and what it's done is it's cut its leg on that sharp edge on the bucket. I'll just drop it down and we can have a look. And there we go, here's the loader bucket. Now over loads of use this edge has become incredibly sharp, just from wear, and I think the cow's knee has walked into it like that and then it's sliced a chunk out. So that's a problem I've got to deal with, as well as tidy this mess up. So I'm not going to film me tidying this up, because to be honest I'm pretty fed up with having to do this, so I'm not overjoyed, and I don't expect the vet will want me filming it fixing the cow's knee, but I'll just go and film the cow's knee and just show you what the damage is. And like I said, there's always something on the farm. You can never be 100% sure that everything's going to go right. You know, when I wake up in the morning I always think, oh, is there anything going to be wrong? And this is one of those days. And here we have our casualty. I've just called the vet, so they're coming soon. But you can see there, she's not going to let me that near, I don't think. Quite a nasty cut on her foot. Good girl. I can't really get very close. I don't know whether we can stitch this, but that's the result of the loader bucket slicing in there. I think, you know, when they were running around on that maize last night in the dark, she just whacked her knee on that. And you can see there's quite a big chunk of skin, or almost a kneecap has been sliced. She doesn't like me in here. I might just leave her to it. So unfortunately, one accident's led to another. I think she'll have to be sedated, and then basically we'll try and put some stitches in there. She is walking around okay. Well, like I said, you can see it's right on the front knee. Very nasty slice there. Oh, that is going to be painful. So what I thought was just a little problem with cleaning up the maize clamp is now cleaning up a cow. As I said, the vet will be here within an hour to try and sort that out. So the vet's now having a look at the cow, and I might be able to have a look later when it's finished. Hopefully we can sort it out, but she's been difficult to sedate. There we go, I managed to get the clamp more or less back together, and that's all the rubbish that came out of it, all the mashed up straw and bits of maize. And I've dumped a load down here for the cattle to just pick over before I take that out with the muck. So they're actually having a good ferret through it. So amongst all that rubbish maize, there is some good stuff. So it took me half an hour to sort it all out, but at least it's done. I'm just going to have a look how the cow's legs are looking. Well, the vet's just finished looking at her, and he's put a bandage on her leg. She's actually just got up and she's got back down again, but I think she's probably very sore, and she's still, you look at her eyes are still doped out with the anaesthetic she had. But basically the verdict is, if she's okay in about 6 days time and still putting weight on it, then it's okay. But if it becomes infected, then unfortunately she's going to have to go, because it won't just heal. But there is high hopes. It hasn't gone right through to the bone, the cut. We're going to give her 6 days worth of antibiotics, and the stitches that you might have seen in the earlier bit of video will have to come out in about 10 days time. But she's bandaged up for now, and we'll just hope that she's okay. So there you go. And that just shows the consequences of the cattle getting in on the maize clamp. Not only do they make a right mess, but they've caused a lot of aggro on this cow and a lot of expense. Anyway, let's hope that she gets better. Well, one thing's for certain, I'm not going to let this happen again. So I've put this chain on here for now. Hopefully that, I mean, if they knock those latches, which I think what happened here, and push that open like that, they can't open the gate any more than that. Time will tell.